guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below if you like this video. Today I collabed with some awesome YouTubers, Rita-Marie, Bethany Ware, Cristin Weir, and B-Beauty to bring you this date night makeup look. I'll go ahead and leave the links to their channels and date night videos below, so make sure you check them out. And if you would like to see how I got this dramatic halo smoky eye using the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, then keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do for my hair is I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it all up. I would say it's about like 80% dry right now, so it's definitely still damp. And I'm just gonna take it and pull it up as high as I can. My hair's kind of short, so I can't get it like on the top of my head. But I'm just gonna go ahead and twist it into like a super loose, messy top knot. This does not need to look good because the whole goal is to get texture. So if everything is like in place, everything's gonna fall the same way when you take it out, so it's not what you want. So just go super messy and just wind that scrunchie around. I use a scrunchie instead of a hair tie because if you use a hair tie, then it creates those really harsh like kinks in the ends of your hair. And scrunchies don't tend to do that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that up, and then while we're doing our makeup, it'll dry, and when we take it out, it'll leave us with some nice natural loose waves. I'm going to start off by using the Tanya Burr Face Illuminator, and I'm just going to go ahead and put a pump of that onto my hand and just apply it all over my face. Kind of like I do with the Becca Illuminating Primer that I use in my videos all the time. This is a great drugstore alternative for that because it's cheap and it's still cruelty free and it works just as well, honestly. So now that we've got a little bit of a glow going and the like little pearlescent particles in that actually I find help like with discoloration, I am going to go ahead and dip into the Tarte Empowered Gel Hybrid Foundation in the color Light Sand, and I'm just going to dab that all over my face. I am returning to my love of this Tarte Kabuki brush, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that to like blend this in all over my face. This foundation is so gorgeous. It just makes you look like airbrushed, and it's still super natural looking, and it feels so lightweight, especially in the summer. The last thing you want on date night is to be like caking and sweating your makeup off. That's not cute. Then I'm just going to use my Tarte Shape Tape underneath my eyes and on any areas where I have some discoloration. I just had a bunch of acne pop up randomly, and it's all pretty much gone now, but there's still like some discoloration there and like some scabbing, which is gross, but I mean it happens to all of us. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that concealer on any of those areas and blend that in with my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer brush. And I like to wipe any extra concealer off on my nose, just because my nose usually needs a little bit of extra coverage because it does tend to get really red, and I don't want to waste the concealer that's already on my brush, so I just go ahead and like double task there. Double task? Is that a word? It's probably not a word. I was an English major. As usual, I'm just setting all of that in place with the NYX HD Finishing Powder. It's like my ride or die. To warm my face up a little bit, I'm going to use the Tanya Burr Peachy Glow Palette Bronzer. It just has like the tiniest hint of like gold shimmer in it, which I think is really pretty, especially if you're going on like a day date. This is honestly one of my favorite blush palettes, and it's so affordable. It was like $3 or something crazy like that at Target, and I'm just going to be using this color down here because I really want to pull the like burgundy tones that we're going to use in our eyeshadow, and I'm just kind of putting that on the apples of my cheeks. This blush is crazy pigmented, but the only thing that I will say about it is that it does tend to get a little bit patchy. So I usually just take my foundation brush with whatever leftover foundation I had on it, and I'll kind of like buff it in a little bit. I tend to go a little bit OTT with the blush on date night anyway, just because I feel like it's so feminine and pretty. Then because I'm a slut for highlighter, we're gonna use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Highlighter in Stunner with just like a Tarte fan brush. I'm just gonna put that on the high points of my face, really focusing on the cheekbones. Do any other girls out there have like super chubby cheeks, and it's like kind of good because you have cheekbones for days, but also like people are gonna assume that you're 12 until you're like 40. Hashtag chubby cheeks props. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and one product that I've really been loving for eyebrows this month is the Milani brow pomade. I'm using the shade 04 Brunette. What I love about this stuff is that it stays put, like where you put it. I feel like learning how to do your makeup on camera is honestly like so different than just knowing how to do your makeup, because like you're trying to like not constantly look down, but you also need a mirror, and it's like not as close as you're used to it being. Look how easy that was, and how good that brow looks. That took me like 30 seconds. Boom, brow's done. Now we're going in for the fun part, which is what I know most of you are here for, because hello, Urban Decay. Oop, cheeky. Whenever Urban Decay comes out with a new palette, I feel like the makeup world just kind of like stops for a second and like checks itself. I got 2 new palettes this week, and like I don't ever know when I get 2 palettes like that, like which one of them I want to use. I got like a Morphe palette, and it's like the super crazy colorful one, so I think I might do like a unicorn or like a mermaid makeup tutorial in the near future because the colors are so much fun. So I obviously just primed my eyes with the Urban Decay shadow primer. So we're gonna go for a halo smoky eye with this look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix sauced and chaser, and just kind of apply that all over my lid as a base and to set my eye primer. Cool, and then I'm gonna take a low blow on a fluffy blending brush and work that into my crease all the way through. It's gonna kind of act as a transition color before we go in with the darker shades to do the halo. I also, when I went to the Morphe store, got this brush, which is the M433, and I've heard that it is a dupe for the MAC 217 brush, which I can't buy because it's not cruelty free and I don't support that. So I have been wanting the MAC 217 or like a dupe of it for ages, so I'm really excited to see how this works. I'm going to start by taking Enfuego and working it into the inner part of the crease and then the outer part of the crease, skipping the middle. Oh yeah, I get why people say this is like the perfect crease brush. It's like the perfect size. These are so pigmented that when you blend them, the color just kind of goes anywhere anyway. So we're just gonna go in and touch that up with concealer to really get a crisp halo eye, but I'm gonna go ahead and use Ashes first to deepen that in both the inner and outer corner. And this is just like on a little pencil brush. So yeah, just taking a little bit of that Tarte concealer, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that in the center of my lids to brighten everything up and give me like a blank canvas just right in the middle. Cool. So now taking the little pencil brush, I'm gonna smoke Ashes and Enfuego into, again, just the outer and inner parts, but I'm gonna do it on my bottom lash line this time. Now I'm going to take the shimmery shade Lumber and I'm going to pack it onto the center of my eyelids and then the center of my bottom lash line. And then again taking low blow to just kind of transition that out so it's not quite so harsh. And to finish off the shadow, I'm just going to take Ounce and put it on my brow bone and in my inner corner as well. Since this is such an intense eye look, I am going to do some pretty intense wings with my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. So far so good. Trick is going to be getting the other one to match, as always. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Then I'm just gonna curl my lashes, apply some mascara. This is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. And then I'm gonna put on these Fleur de Force eyelashes in Fleur Loves. That was not my smoothest lash application. My lashes were like so curly that I couldn't get the falsies in like on top of them. Do you ever have that problem? I almost feel sometimes like I should put the lashes on first and then curl like everything together so that it's like easier to apply. I don't think you're supposed to do that, so. There we go, those ones went a little better at least. And while that is drying, I'm gonna be using my favorite Milani lipstick in the color 71 Matte Flirty. Alright, moment of truth. I'm gonna go ahead and take out my hair. We're just looking for like a little bit of extra texture. Nothing too crazy, not like straight up curls or anything. Oh, perfect! That's exactly what I was going for. Awesome. I love when things work out. And this is it for the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like to win a Naked Heat palette of your own, go ahead and check in the description of the video. I am doing a giveaway for the palette and one of the lipsticks from the collection. So if you'd like to enter that, then you can go ahead and click that link. And I will see you guys all with a new video on Monday. Bye!